the 2K Sports pregame show.
Early season's greetings, NBA fans. I'm Ernie Johnson. Thanks for joining us. Got Shaquille O'Neal here. Got Kenny the Jet Smith here for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Charlotte Hornets going up against the Atlanta Hawks at Phillips Arena. Well, for Atlanta, after splitting their first two games of the season, tonight's game gives them a chance to get their record over the 500 mark and maybe get a little momentum on their side. And before we tip off, I just need to ask Shaq, when you think back to great teammates, what are the qualities that make a great teammate?
Well, you want to play with guys who care as much about the game as you do, a guy who puts the team first, a guy who gets you involved, a guy who has the same dreams and aspirations that you have about the game.
Well, that name sounds like Kobe Bryant to me that you were talking about, but I always look for guys who could push me. I mean, and I could push them at the same time, where we could work together. I mean, it's a family, the basketball team, you playing for 82 games. You need somebody that's going to be in your corner.
Wouldn't you like to push Kenny?
Push him out the set.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at.
As long as I could push you back.
You may not be able to. Kevin Harlan, take it.
A good Friday night to you, sports fans. You've come to the right place. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with Doris Burke reporting from the sideline. Last outing for Atlanta, they won that game against the Knicks in New York.
It really an emphatic for them, especially considering that it came in an opponent's building, and there's no question it was their offense that carried them.
I love the way they went and got this game, Greg. I mean, they attacked at every opportunity, never relaxed or sat back, and as a result, they eventually pulled away.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. Setting the floor for the Hornets. Lee out there with Kemba Walker. Then there's Batum. Then it's Williams. And it's Zeller in at the center.
You know, not many saw it coming last season with the Hawks. I mean, they just ran away with the Eastern Conference. It was the first time they took the East since 1994.
Now here's Lee. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That one on Horford. And with the Hawks and the East, they just dominated the rest of the division. 39 of the Hawks' 60 regular season wins came in conference.
Yeah, and across the board, the Hawks statistically just dominated all Eastern opponents. They shot it better, played better defense, took better care of the ball. They are set up to be a factor in this conference for a long time.
Now here's Horford. He picked up 18 points in their last win against New York. Pulls from the top of the key, and that one's good. Schroeder's got his first 2 points of the night. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Outside, Walker. The feed to Zeller. To the paint. Out to Lee. Charlotte moving it around. On the wing, Batum. Shot clock at 5. Shoots. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. And here we go. Fast break. Korver's got it. That's tipped. And Walker kicks to Batum. And there's the call on Cody Zeller. That's his first foul. And Batum with the basket on the assist by Walker.
And I tell you what, somebody's draped all over him, and he's still able to connect.
On the wing, Korver. Passes to Cephalosha. On the wing, Korver. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here.
And you can tell that pass just hung in the air for a long time.
Yeah, exactly. Long enough for him to get a hand on it and knock it out of play.
Now here's Millsap. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Knicks in New York.
And don't forget about his work on the glass. I mean, he contributed in a number of ways.
The Hornets have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Lee left side. Outside, Walker. Fires it up. No good from Lee.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Schroeder with the ball. He's picked up by Lee. Schroeder passes to Millsap. Zeller grabs the board. And so it's Charlotte with it. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
And believe it or not, it wasn't the stars that led the charge for them in that win. It was about the role players. I mean, the guys who they don't usually count on for the lion's share of their points came through.
Guys, simply a complete team performance, and road wins where everybody contributes really can galvanize a team and bring it together.
Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Here's Schroeder. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Schroeder's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Al Horford impeding the defense there with the solid screen.
After a rookie season in which he really struggled, Dennis Schroeder made big strides last year.
Yeah, I think pretty much dramatic improvements across the board, Kevin. Really a most improved candidate for sure. He solidified that reserve unit for the Hawks, in my opinion.
Now here's Schroeder, following the miss by Kemba Walker. Here's Horford, and unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. Charlotte in the lead. Walker with it, coming off a solid outing against Miami. Batum against Korver. Shot clock at 6. Got a piece of it, and stolen by Horford. Kicks it to Schroeder. Pass to Horford. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And I like how he draws the attention on the inside, and then the nice little kick out in rhythm for the jumper.
The Hornets have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Outside, Walker. Inside. Knocked away. And Zeller kicks to Lee. Shoots a fader. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
Now that's how you... pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
Here's Schroeder. He dishes it to Horford. Got a piece of it. Now here's Walker. Fires from the wing. A shot by Batum, no good. Korver dishes to Millsap. Horford with the screen on Lee. Schroeder passes to Horford. Again, the miss by Horford.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Walker against Korver. Lee outside. Pass to Williams. 5 on the clock. Outside, Walker lets it go with a 3. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
And guys, Nicholas Batum is a real greyhound on the floor. The guy's got long strides, runs fast, long and limber. Clarkie, he covers a lot of ground.
Extremely active at both ends of the court, Kevin. Great versatility. He can defend 3 positions, and he's played big minutes for the Blazers.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Scotty's checked in for Millsap. Ken Bazemore comes in for Cephalosha. Kirk Heinrich, he's checked in for Kyle Korver. And it's Teagan for Dennis Schroeder.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Now here's Lynn. The dish to Lamb. And here's Heinrich to the paint. Here's Scott. He feeds it to Bazemore. Another 3 for Atlanta.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D. Hey, guys, now the NBA has what's called player tracking. I mean, they can show how much ground a player can cover over the course of a season. And Nicholas Batum, always amongst the leaders. 2 seasons ago, he was number 1.
And the basket by Kaminsky.
Assist goes to Nicholas Batum.
The Hawks have gone 6 of 14 shooting the ball since the start of the game. Feeds it to Bazemore. Outside, Scott. Heinrich from outside. Here's Horford. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Horford's got his second bucket.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and it's an effort thing and a mindset deal. You got to get your body between that other player and the ball.
And Batum with that slender build, you know, you like his height and length, but he can get pushed around at times. I think he can still stand to add some strength.
And Atlanta has possession following the miss by Al Jefferson.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Now here's Len. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. And now it's Teague running. He can go all the way. Finished off the break. Now it's a 7-point Hawks lead. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle sticks for the Hawks?
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is working hard on the offensive glass. They've had a number of putbacks.
Atlanta making a switch here. Luskawa's checked in. And then for Charlotte, Hansbrough's checked in for Kaminsky. And Daniels subbed in for Nicholas Batum. Lynn kicks to Hansbrough. Pass break here. Here come the Hawks. Here's Scott. Another three for Atlanta.
And they've done the job on the offensive glass.
I like the activity. They're keeping the ball alive and creating some second-chance buckets.
And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. The Hornets have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws. And Charlotte had a lot of momentum going into last season off that playoff appearance. But they just stumbled out of the gates last season and spent the whole year playing catch-up.
Charlotte moving the ball around. Here's Lynn. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. With a break in the action, we go to the 2K leaderboard. See the teams that excelled at slowing the pace down a campaign ago. Number 5, the Hawks.
You know, Kevin, the players in the league that worry about getting their numbers each night were often disappointed when playing this team last year. They were one of the best at opponents' points allowed per game. They set the bar pretty high for their defense this year.
You look back last year, and the Hawks were incredible at home last season. Not a bad way to help unveil that beautiful statue of Dominique Wilkins in front of the stadium.
Yeah, I mean, and so much went right for the Hawks. And adding that statue up neat was the cherry on top. Very classy move from that organization.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
Screen by Jefferson. Fires for 3. And there's Daniels. That's good on the assist from Lamb.
And, you know, for the Hawks last season, they ended with a 35-6 record at home, and that was the best in the East and the second best in the NBA.
Scott can't get it to go.
That was a good rebound right there, but they haven't been very strong on the glass so far.
Clark, a little disparity there in the rebound numbers, but some of that comes down to how the ball bounces. Let's see if it evens out.
Bazemore dishes to T. To the inside, Scott, and the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Clearly, they've been the aggressors thus far when it comes to attacking the interior in this first half.
With 1 on the clock. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Nice shot there without a second to spare.
You know, as a defending team in that situation, it really irks you to give up a shot.
The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Hawks lead by 6. 2K Sports back in a moment here at Phillips Arena in Atlanta. And Jeremy Lin, a player who's come a long way. Well, in a game filled with some pretty big egos, there are also guys like that who are living the dream in their own very grateful way. Lynn has certainly seen the highs and the lows.
And Kevin, not everyone's a superstar and certain of their future. Sometimes you get to be a superstar for a brief moment in time, but this game has a way of humbling people, even those who started out humble, like Lynn.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And for the Hawks, guys, what stands out to you stats-wise?
It's been about the effort. Love the hustle they've shown here in the first.
Yeah, it's due to their hustle, as you said, Greg, and it's showing up on the scoreboard, too.
I've got Kyle Korver. Cephalosha is out there with Paul Millsap. Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Muscala in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks. Lee against Korver. Lee kicks to Batum. The three-pointer is right on target. Batum's got 5 points so far.
Don't underestimate him. He can knock that down.
Now here is Cephalosha, defended by Batum. There's the pick. Here's Cephalosha, defended by Batum. 6 to shoot. Lets it go from 14. Excellent D there from Williams.
And Steve Clifford might not be the most famous coach in the NBA, but he has plenty of experience, and everyone in the league knows exactly how well versed he is as a coach.
The Hawks leading by 5. Schroeder passes to Muscala. Dishes to Cephalosha. Here's Schroeder in the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest. And Clifford in his third year now as a head coach, Greg. That experience you were just talking about. He has 29 years of coaching under his belt. He's a Van Gundy disciple. Clark was on the coaching staff for both brothers.
Yeah, and he's been with a lot of teams, Kevin. 13 seasons as an assistant for the Lakers, Rockets, Magic, and Knicks.
Down low, Millsap. Rebound by Williams.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Here's Lee. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Lee's got 5 points so far. Atlanta's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. Time called here. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
It's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Cephalosha dishes to Schroeder. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Horford with the screen on Walker. Schroeder. Atlanta again missing.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
And Batum kicks to Lee. Drops in the tray. Lee's got his third bucket of the night.
You know, they've got to make him earn those threes. You play off of him, and he's automatic from that distance.
Now here's Schroeder. He's covered closely. There's the pass to Porter. Millsap down low. He's guarded by Williams. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
Nice spin off the left rim and in. Williams has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Now here's Schroeder, guarded by Walker. That is good. Schroeder's got 8 points.
His shooting has been outstanding here. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game. And Dennis Schroeder out of Germany, his teammates give him a hard time about putting mayonnaise on everything. He eats a turkey burger with mayo before every game. And let me tell you, no need to change because he's settling in just fine.
Just 3 to shoot. From deep, Walker. Horford with the rebound.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
And that one's good. Millsap. And Schroeder, who's out of Germany, a pretty wealthy country, but he had a pretty hard scrabble upbringing.
Yeah, you know, he had some brushes with authority early on in his life. He's still relatively young, so in the past, I think he's in a really ideal situation in Atlanta right now, though.
Charlotte calls timeout. Look at his contract, and Kyle Korver is a steal, Clark, at 4 years and $24 million.
Yeah, but he's a guy not only who can shoot it, clearly, but a good team defender as well. I think he's a really solid, complete player and a pro's pro in terms of the locker room.
Yeah, seems when he's on the floor, the Hawks a different team offensively.
No question.
There's a screen by Williams. Right side to Walker. Paul Millsap with the rebound.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Korver, no luck.
And Korver, not the longest or the most athletic, but he's disciplined and also moves his feet well. So they talk about staying on a string defensively. He's always attentive and engaged.
And Marvin Williams picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Atlanta making some changes. Scotty's checked in for Millsap. Ken Bazemore comes in for Cephalosha. And it's Teague in for Kyle Korver.
And Korver, a guy who'll set a hard screen, scrap for rebounds. He's come from a basketball family. You can sense, though, his love for the game. He wants to do the little things now that help you win, and that's one reason why he was an all-star a season ago.
He's certainly starting to heat up from outside. That's his third for the game, his second in this quarter.
Teague's it to Bazemore. There's a good screen. Now here's Schroeder. D right on him. Outside Scott. There's the double team with Walker. Takes the three. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Back to Walker. Right side, Batum. To the inside. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Trying to make it a 3-point play.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
Kirk Heinrich, he's checked in for Atlanta.
Nice pass that time. What excellent vision by Jeff Teague out there.
Teague against Walker. He kicks it to Zeller. Right wing. Walker against Teague. Walker the pass to Batum. That's a 2 from Lee. It's deflected, and they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Charlotte making some changes. Al Jefferson is checked in for Williams. Lamb comes in for Nicholas Batum. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Courtney Lee. Teague dishes to Scott. There's the feed to Bazemore. Passes to Horford. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. After making it to the playoffs in 2014, the Hornets couldn't repeat the feat in 2015. A slow start probably, Greg, more than anything else did him in.
Really disappointing season coming in with such high expectations, and 33-49, just not good enough to get into the playoffs in any season.
Lynn kicks to Lamb. Charlotte no good that time either.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
And it's Teague, that time on the assist by Bazemore. And the Hawks lead by 7.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it. He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
And the call will be against Al Horford. That's his third foul of the game.
That's the risk you run by staying out there as he picks up his third.
Muscala, he's checked in for Atlanta. Tyler Hansbrough's checked in for Charlotte. Troy Daniels comes in for Walker. Daniels passes to Hansbrough. Now Daniels. His last outing, he had 8 points. Shot to stop the drought, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
A look here at last year in the NBA, where the Hornets ranked. First in fewest turnovers per game. 7th in blocks. And they were in the top 10 in opponents' points per game.
And I want to go back to that turnover ranking. Best in the NBA. That's a huge stat to look at when you talk about their ability to execute and the decision making. They don't beat themselves, and that's a big reason why they won as much as they did.
Scott against Jefferson. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
That's exactly why you don't leave your feet until the shooter elevates. He went for that pump fake, hook, line, and sinker.
Really left alone that time.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Rebound by Muscala. Teague with the ball. He's coming off a 10-point game against New York. Tries from 16. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. And now a 9-point Atlanta lead.
And he's been the catalyst all game long. Love how he's distributing the basketball.
No doubt about it, Greg. I mean, when the offense runs through him, it's really smooth.
That'll do it for the first half. The Hawks on top. They lead by 6. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Well, guys, I'm here with Al Jefferson. And Al, what's the strategy been so far defensively, and what needs to happen in the second half in that regard?
Well, we just got to help. We can't let everybody beat us. We just everybody got to help and on the defense.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith as we start breaking it down for you. After 2 quarters, it's Atlanta out in front. They have the 6-point lead. Kenny, some perspective, please.
Well, their success was largely about second chance points.
And that's it for halftime as the second half is just about to get underway. See you after the game.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters.
Talk about a terrific game for Lee. He has 11 points, and he's drained 3 3-point bombs so far.
Don't stop. Don't hesitate. Keep firing from out there when the shot's falling like this.
Tipping off the second half. Here's Steve Clifford's 5. We've got Cody Zeller. Lee out there with Kemba Walker. Then there's Batum. And it's Williams at power forward position. Out to Lee. Not enough on that one as it misses.
And guys, Courtney Lee now having completed 7 full seasons, very much the same guy now as he was entering the league. A 3-and-D prototype who will most likely never be a plus playmaker.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They've got to get more intense.
Walker dishes to Batum. That's good. Batum's got 7. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Talking about Courtney Lee, you know the ball handling and court vision are suspect, but you don't care because he's provided solid defense on the wing, Clark, and he's hit over 40% of his threes last year.
And he's also one of the best free throw shooting 2 guards in the league, Kevin. And last year he and Conley were out of sight at the end of games. That's a wonderful combo to have 2 great free throw shooting guards late.
And here's Walker outside. It's rebounded by Paul Millsap. Millsap's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
They've done their part here to run down a lot of missed shots. A solid rebounding effort.
Yeah, energy has been the difference, and they're fighting for every loose ball and giving as good as they get on the inside.
Hornets trail by 11. And Walker kicks to Batum. Picked by Williams. Here's Walker. Back to Batum. Lots of room. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Walker's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one.
And watching Kemba Walker play, so explosive. An undersized floor general, nasty crossover. Really a scorer's mentality. Maybe too much of a scorer's mentality to ever be a great assistant.
In the corner, Cephalosha with it. No good with the triple. Charlotte's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. Outside, Batum. Picked by Zeller. Lee with the ball. Now defended by Korver. Lee kicks to Walker. Beyond the arc. There's the bucket. Good. Walker's got 6 points. Great talking about Walker. You have to love the way he competes, his willingness, Clark, to put the team on his shoulders and carry him.
Love that competitive spirit of his. They're actually figuring out how to use him best, but he's such a dynamic offensive player. You've got to give him room to be creative at that end.
Cephalosha kicks to Millsap. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Kaminsky, he's checked in for Marvin Williams. Hornets trail by 8. It's stolen by Korver. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Here's Schroeder. Got a piece of it. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the 3rd quarter. Walker against Korver. Walker the pass to Kaminsky. Lee outside. Rebound Atlanta. Horford's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Now here's Schroeder. He's got 8. Picked by Horford. Off the screen. No one near him. And he knocks down the jumper. Horford's got 8 points.
No hesitation when he saw the space the D was giving him. That's 2.
Walker's shot is off. The Hawks leading by 10. Here's Korver. Rebound Kemba Walker.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Charlotte no good that time either. Atlanta's gone 5 of 9 when they put up the 3-point shot tonight. With the teardrop, rejected by Walker. Lee outside. Kicks to Kaminsky. Millsap with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Korver's got it. Cephalosha misses. And here is Kaminsky. Pass to Walker. Right side, Batum. Lee outside. Here's the screen. Just 5 to shoot. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
The Hawks were fantastic last season. After the All-Star break, they did slip up a bit, struggled against teams over 500.
They lost the last 3 games of the regular season, Clark, and really just limped into the playoffs. Some of it might have just been fatigue.
Yeah, it could have been. And their play at the end of the season did leak into the playoffs, Kevin. I mean, you could see very quickly that they weren't the same team that looked so dominant during the regular season.
And the Hawks making a change here. Teague's checked in.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
Scotty's checked in for Thabo Sefolosha.
And, guys, you got to love the front court for these Atlanta Hawks. I mean, Al Horford and Paul Millsap both give up a few inches in terms of height, but you won't find a more skilled and versatile front court in the NBA.
Kirk Heinrich, he's checked in for Kyle Korver. In a wide open look for Lynn. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. 10 points here for Lynn.
Most any NBA player can make you pay when you leave them that wide open. That's why you have to stay alert on defense.
Horford gets the bucket. Now, speaking of the skill of the Atlanta front court, their offense predicated on ball movement, spacing, and shooting. Unlike San Antonio, Horford and Millsap a perfect fit.
Really, those two enjoy playing together. Excellent chemistry between them because they're both mobile, agile, skilled, big guys.
For the Hawks, Muscala comes in for Al Horford. And it's Kent Bazemore in for Paul Millsap. And a switcher also for Charlotte, Jeremy Lamb's checked in for Lee. And Bazemore kicks to Heinrich. 6 on the shot clock. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. The Hawks again can't hit. Hornets trail by 9. Pass to Lamb. Launches it. Rebounded by the Hawks. Bazemore's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Heinrich dishes to Teague. It's tipped. Here is Daniels. Teague covering. Daniels passes to Hansbrough. And it's out of bounds to the Hornets as Charlotte retains possession. And while we can, here's a look at the teams that had the fastest hands in the league last season. Number 5, the Hawks.
You could tell by watching them how much they enjoy playing defense. They seem to have an endless reserve of energy flying around and pressuring the basketball.
And Lamb kicks to Jefferson. Inside, Hansbrough. And the layup's good off the glass.
That's really told the story today, guys. I mean, throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and then finish.
More active and more physical down low. That's what's really been the difference thus far.
Lynn against Teague. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Last year, a good one for Jeff Teague, Clark. He was a first-time All-Star in this league.
He's a pick-and-roll technician, so good in reading the defense as he operates from that spot on the floor. He was really the catalyst for what was a really efficient offense for the Hawks.
Here's Lynn. He's got 10. To the middle, and Hansbrough kicks to Lamb. He dishes it to Hansbrough. Feeds it to Lynn. Shot clock at 6. Charlotte needs to get a shot off. Here's Daniels. Jefferson down low. Hansbrough dishes to Lynn. A second chance effort. And misses it off the right side of the rim. The Hawks leading by 9. And Teague has it in the corner. And a great assist by Heinrich as that one goes in. 8 points for Teague. Charlotte has gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. The dish now to Lamb. Fires it up. The Hornets rebound. Oh, and he misses the dunk. Atlanta's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Here's Heinrich. It's deflected. Outside Jefferson. And stolen by Scott. And here we go. Teague heading to the hoop. Finished off the break. Teague's got 10. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Hawks.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
Here's Hansbrough. They get it back. Jefferson passing to Lynn. He feeds it to Hansbrough. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Clark, maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
It could be, Kevin. I mean, a dunk like that can sometimes get an opponent reeling.
Here's Heinrich. Scott, good. Scott's got the lead up to 13 now for the Hawks.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
Lamb, good.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Teague against Len. On the wing, Scott fires the three. And it's Daniels with the rebound. Here's Lamb. And that's not going to go. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Hawks lead by 11. And we're coming right back after this break to get the... And we welcome you back as we get going here in the 4th quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Hornets trail by 11. Millsap, the power forward with Horford at the center. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Kyle Korver. And it's Cephalosha in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Batum, good.
Assisted by Kemba Walker.
Atlanta's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. Now here's Schroeder, guarded by Walker. Schroeder kicks to Horford. Jumper off the screen. Hornets with the rebound.
You can see how much the defense respects him. I mean, they were all over him on that look.
Now Walker to the inside. And a wide open look for Lee. Buries it from three-point range.
Really good job there. That's the definition of the inside-out game.
Atlanta leading by 6. Schroeder passes to Millsap. Picked by Horford. Outside Millsap. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Now here's Walker. He's guarded by Schroeder. Zeller setting the pick for Lee. Right side to Walker. Just 4 to shoot. Batum inside the three-point line. Another miss by Batum. Hawks shooting it up around 51%. They're getting good looks. Horford with the screen on Walker. Schroeder kicks to Horford. And it's Korver in the corner. And the 3 ball is good. And the Hawks lead by 9.
Guys, that's his territory out there in the corner. I mean, when he works himself into that spot, he's usually right on target.
Outside, Walker. There's a screen by Williams. And Walker kicks to Williams. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Walker's got his 9th assist in the game now.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money. And Kyle Korver enjoying a career renaissance, if you will, here in his 30s. A former late second-round pick. He's kicked around the league a little bit. He's really found his niche here in the motion offense of the Atlanta Hawks.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Well, Kevin, Steve Clifford was just going over the game plan with his team. He is not happy with their perimeter defense, saying, guys, way too many open shots for them beyond the three-point line. We've got to press up closer and try to crowd them off the arc. Guys, we'll see if they got the message.
Lets it go from 11. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. That's 12 points for Al Horford. A little background on Kyle Korver, drafted 51st by the Nets back in 2003. They sold his rights to the Sixers for a little over $100 grand and used the proceeds to pay for their summer league fee.
Well, that and they also bought a new color copier for whatever that information is worth. It might sound like a mistake in hindsight, but I heard that machine is very reliable.
Cephalosha dishes to Horford. The Hawks working the ball around. Korver passes to Millsap.
And Paul Millsap, guys, the only player to lead the NCAA in rebounding 3 straight seasons back in college. A former second-round pick was kind of slept on, but now clearly making his mark in the NBA.
Both free throws good for Millsap.
What a performance from Millsap here. 16 points, and he was able to come up with 1 steal, too.
You know what? He's been a difference maker defensively today, Clark. He's disrupted more plays than the stat sheet will show.
And Walker kicks to Zeller. He's looking for Williams and finds him. And that one's good. Williams has got 7 points for the quarter. Greg, you were talking about Millsap's ferocious rebounding. He battles inside, but Clark, he is so skilled.
Yeah, he's just really a good all-around basketball player. He can pass, handle, step out, and hit the 3. Very, very versatile. He makes an impact on the game a lot of ways.
And with that speed, once he took off, the D just had no chance of getting back.
Well, I think they did the right thing. I mean, just give up the 2 points and move forward. Hey, discretion is the better part of valor sometimes. Write that one down, game players. Discretion is the better part of valor.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
Ritter passes to Horford. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper.
Great job of utilizing that screen and finding space to knock down the jumper. Good basketball.
Walker dishes to Zeller. Back to Walker. Williams with a clean look. Goes back up. Count it, and the Atlanta lead has been cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Zeller.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Yeah, but they better rally soon because they've given up 3 straight buckets in the paint.
Outside Korver. Dishes to Schroeder. Horford with the screen on Walker. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
And last year, the Hornets failed to achieve the same success as they had in 2014. Still, they played decent basketball against the rest of that Southeast division.
Kaminsky is checked in for the Hornets.
4-2.
Hornets trail by 5. Walker with it. Now the pass to Kaminsky. Here's Lee, and right on target. Good. Lee's got 7 now in this quarter. The Hawks leading by 3. Here's Schroeder. Korver gets a wide open look. Off target with his 3. Still anybody's game at this point.
And no question, this is when you really have to have trust on the floor with each possession.
Here's Lee outside. They get the rebound. Williams gets the bucket.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too. You know, there was plenty to be happy about last year in Atlanta with the way the Hawks played. One sour note, though, was that the team was viewed as a potential buy for Seattle groups.
Hawks making a switch here. Teague's checked in.
Jeff Teague.
Millsap a screen. Outside Korver. Uncovered. Shot is off. And the Hornets now going the other way. Well, last season, the Hawks not only had a great year on the floor as they were the top seed in the Eastern Conference, but they had a pretty good day at the bank, too. They sold for a nice price. Looks like the team is going to stay in Atlanta where it belongs.
Yeah, and that's great news for Atlanta, and they were rewarded with a terrific season. A group, including Grant Hill, purchased the Hawks, and obviously will keep that group in Atlanta for many years to come.
The Hawks have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Teague drives in. They need this. And there's Korver on the assist by Teague. Teague's got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. Walker against Teague. Now, here's Walker. Right side, Lee. Clock at 6. Trying to find Batum. He's got it now. Rebound by the Hawks. Horford's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Teague kicks to Horford. The Hawks working the ball around. Korver passes to Millsap. Teague against Batum. And here's Walker.
2 minutes.
Let's go. Can't get it to go. Korver with the defensive effort. The Hawks are gone 6 of 11 since the start of the 4th quarter. Teague with the ball. He's picked up by Walker. And good on the basket. Book it. And the Hawks lead by 2. Charlotte's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the 4th. We've got 1:28 left here in the 4th quarter. Count the basket and the foul. That one on Horford.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
How about tonight Walker's had 10 points and 11 dimes. He's putting on quite a show here in the 4th quarter.
And for this late in the game, his energy level is off the charts.
Atlanta calls timeout. They're losing by 1. There's 1:26 left in the game.
This is Atlanta Hawks basketball, fans. Now you know. Now get up and get out.
There's 1:26 left to play here in the 4th. Teague against Walker. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without foul.
Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
Millsap with the double team. Williams kicks to Kaminsky. The basket is good off the assist from Williams.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
Atlanta calls timeout. They trail by 2. 1:05 left to play in the final quarter. .105 left to play here in the 4th. Korver kicks to Cephalosha. Good! A huge shot to tie it up.
As clutch a shot as I have ever seen.
In a word, gutsy.
Walker against Teague. The 9-foot shot. Great D that time from Teague.
He worked himself into a really good position there, right near the basket. That's the look you want.
Lee with the steal. Inside, here's Batum. Money!
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim, unabated in stride. Still a chance here, but they need to score.
I really agree, but it has to happen on every possession. They need points every trip. I'll tell you, somebody got to Al Horford. He's playing with a lot of fire.
What a big possession right here.
No doubt about it, guys. The tension is palpable.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Now Walker. Just 5 on the clock. To the middle. Here's Williams. Regulation is ended and we're heading to overtime. 2K Sports back. Well, if you're just joining us, this one has been a great one. We've got overtime action now, folks. And it's the Hawks to start out. And so they have the first opportunity on offense right here as we begin overtime. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the court for Atlanta, Millsap at power forward with Horford at the center. Kyle Korver is out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Cephalosha in at the 3, the small forward. Schroeder hits them both. Walker with it. Courtney Lee is on the wing. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Lee's got it all tied up now for Charlotte. Atlanta shooting it really well. 54% from the floor. Millsap a screen. Down low. Korver, no luck. Guys, we have seen them with a lot of good ball movement.
Well, you like the smooth operating they're showing you here. I mean, things are clicking, and more importantly, it makes them tough to defend.
Clark, what you know about Sade? Smooth operator, but I agree with you. I think we're all seeing that right now.
Yes, indeed.
And that one's good. Schroeder.
What handles? He broke the D down to the ground with that move.
Outside, Walker to the paint. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And the first one drops. He hits both from the stripe. We play just over a minute here in OT. Tipped away. Stolen by Walker. Lee kicks to Walker. And the ball goes out of bounds. Pass touch by Horford. Atlanta on D. They double him with Horford. Lee against Horford. 6 to shoot. Batum dishes to Zeller. Here's the 3. It's rebounded by Schroeder.
Kevin, just enough presence to bother that three-point attempt there.
Yeah, but for a guy that shoots it as well as he does, I'd say that is an easy look.
A 3 ball. Batum grabs the miss. Batum's got his 4th rebound in this one. Left side, Walker. Zeller setting the pick for Walker. From 18 feet away. And Lee with the basket on the assist by Walker. Lee's got 30 points.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
It's a stark discrepancy when you look at the assist column and you see that difference as far as the fluidity in their respective offenses.
Now here's Schroeder, guarded by Walker. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
You look at what Schroeder has done so far. He has 15 points and a huge helping of assists as well.
No doubt about it. He's the conductor, the band leader, Clark. And this offense has really performed at a high level.
What a clutch performer. He loves being in these situations. Just relishes the opportunity. A lot of guys say they do, but you can see it in his face. He truly does.
Right side to Walker. They double him with Horford. Lee passes to Zeller. Count it, and the foul. Horford. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. Scotty's checked in for the Hawks. And the free throw, no good. The Hawks trail by 3. Schroeder with the ball. And Zeller picks him up defensively. Millsap a screen on Zeller. Here's Schroeder. The Hawks again can't hit.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
And the shot is good.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
On the wing, Korver. Yes! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Here's Lee. Back to Walker. To the inside. And Zeller kicks to Lee. It's in!
Just carrying the load right now offensively, guys. He is not wasting any chances.
From where I sit, Greg, it's a simple deduction. If they want things to be easy on themselves here late, make sure he has the ball.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there, dead on target.
Guys are not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. I mean, now's the time to use the clock to your advantage. Take your time, milk the clock a little bit. Overtime has become do or die time. An empty possession here, and I think they're finished.
Here's Schroeder, connects, and that shot brings them to within just 1. So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Guys, untidy. You got to value the possession of the basketball.
Simply put, out of control is how they played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
Atlanta calls timeout. They trail by 3. 12 seconds left to play in the first overtime. Kept alive by Atlanta. Korver dishes to Schroeder. Scott up top. And here's Cephalosha for 3. Can't connect. And so it's the Hornets who come out on top. They escaped with a victory, although they needed Clark an extra period to get it done.
Well, I think it was one heck of a ball game. Both teams gave great effort, and the bounces just went their way in overtime.
And that about wraps it up. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. Now time to head over to the studio where the award-winning Ernie Johnson is with Shaq and Kenny, all standing by. Guys, take it away.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey y'all, Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Kemba Walker. He led the way tonight with a double-double and was a major reason why they won tonight. His effort and intensity gave them the boost they needed. Kenny, your thoughts?
Kemba Walker's game is all about desire, and you can see it. He wanted to win tonight. He ran the show so...
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From myself, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.